You've probably noticed in the past few months that my uploads on my main channel have been rather sporadic and don't really follow a schedule anymore. I'd like to use the second channel more now and voice stuff that bothers me, and just use it for content like this that I normally wouldn't post on my main channel. If you've been a viewer of mine for a while, you probably remember when I posted very consistently for 2 days a week or so, sometimes even more than that. So let's go back and talk about why I was able to post so much in the first place, and then talk about why my videos now take longer to come out. When I was posting frequently, my first thought when making a video was pretty simple. Do I enjoy this topic? And how can I make it entertaining? It was that simple planning that I thought made my videos good. And to a degree, yes they did. I had fun making videos that didn't really have a structure, and I could just hop on and record, send it to my editors, and have a fun video to post. For a while, this was my structure. And as much as I loved criticism, I guess I wasn't seeking any. Which may sound confusing, but here's the thing. I love getting feedback on what to improve on, even if it's cold-hearted, because when something is cold, hard facts, that's when I know it's genuine. I don't want this to sound super poetic or dramatic, but that's the way I've been thinking for a bit now. The videos I was making didn't take much planning, nor did they really have a theme. Those videos had no real meaning behind them, and the more eyes I got on my content, the more I wanted to improve. So asking for help was something I honestly rarely did, but it turned out to paint a much clearer picture than I could ever imagine. Now, to get criticism, it actually has to be constructive. It has to make sense, and it obviously needs nuance. When I asked my content creator friends about what I can improve on, they had a lot to say, which to me was reassuring, but also frightening, because I honestly had thought my videos weren't that bad and people can see the authentic reactions I had. But ultimately, while authenticity is good, and I still strive to keep my channel that way even today, I was relying too much on it and not actually improving my videos. I was focusing on not having a plan and excuse it by calling it authentic. Some people may enjoy that, but to grow a larger audience, you need structure. You need a goal. You need a plan. My videos needed purpose. And this sudden realization hit hard, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I don't want to sound dramatic or anything. This is purely coming from what I've been thinking lately about my content. But it made me realize that my videos before were just kind of there. They again had no purpose, no goal. It was just me yapping for 10 to 15 minutes with insanely good visuals when I said something stupid or interesting. And I also realized that I could be much happier with my videos if I just set aside some time to plan how my videos would play out. Not script them or fabricate anything, just make the video flow better. Make them have a story. Make them actually structured and follow a theme. That's what I wanted my videos to be. A video that left you not only entertained, but satisfied with the end result. And not a video that had a guy yapping with visuals on top of it. I'm not blaming my editors at all for this, by the way. I don't want it to sound like that. My editors are such awesome people, and they are insanely hard workers. But even they realized that my videos were lacking a bit of purpose. And that's when I knew I had to change something. My friends started teaching me about storytelling, why things mattered in a video, why people said certain things. I'm not gonna lie, all of this was super complicated to me at the time. I was not at all ready for this type of structuring, because all I really knew was a simple format that was quite frankly really outdated. It was really slow-paced videos with too much talking and rambling, and not really delivering on what the video title and thumbnail promised. Or well, not delivered it fast enough before the viewer gets bored. I still want my videos to reflect me as a person, because that's why I started YouTube in the first place. An escape from a world who sees quiet people as outcasts. And I still believe my videos are unique to some degree. I still have a principle I've followed for years, and still do, even with my videos now. I am not family friendly. I have nothing against people who are family friendly, by the way, I just want to make that clear. But to me, I felt like being someone I wasn't would make me disconnected to the content I was making. So a big part of my brand, honestly, is just swearing. Sounds kind of pathetic, but it kind of is. Because that's just me. I slip up and say a curse word every now and then. And I feel like if I censor that part of me, then I wouldn't really enjoy who I am on camera. To me, it felt like I would be putting on a different face. And to be honest, I already sort of do, but it's still me. I'm just louder and more energetic when I make videos. It's still me, just passionate. My friends also taught me a lot about structuring videos, setting up goals for the video before I even press record, and now I've found a structure that I follow for each video I record. I'll walk through some of them right here. The first thing I think about before I even consider a video idea is, how do I structure this video in a way everyone understands it? To me at least, this is the hardest part. But when you break it down, it's actually quite simple. Break your video idea into pieces. Then think of goals to reach each segment, but also, I can't stress this enough how important this is, stick to your point. Don't ramble. Don't keep unnecessary details that don't add anything to the story. Don't do what I'm doing now, which is rambling. Fuck's sake. You also have to remind your viewers about what you're doing. Because sadly, as much as I hate the loss of attention span in people nowadays, you have to remind them because they forget very fast. Keep a constant mental note when either editing or scripting a video and ask yourself, if I keep or say this thing, how would my story have progressed? Would I have moved on to a new step or am I still in the same place before? That, in my opinion, is so incredibly important, especially nowadays where everything is so optimized to keep someone's attention. I gotta admit, I don't really like how YouTube is nowadays. The biggest content creator, MrBeast for example, I cannot watch his videos. They are way too much for me. And since he's the biggest creator, people want to copy that. Now everyone is doing the same optimized editing styles, but in a weird way, I still sort of enjoy it. I love YouTube, and I feel like my videos now have way more purpose to them. I actually am not that embarrassed of my content anymore. I showcase my videos if needed with pride, but not arrogance. I always want to improve, even when I'm at the top. Before I end it off here, I'd like to thank you for watching or listening, and let me know in the comments if you guys have any constructive feedback to my videos on my main channel. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could say anything that I could do to improve. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you later.